Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. Ayman Khan here with the beast from the East. Thomas Triber probably says it a bit better than I do, but Anthony Yarde, a pleasure to speak to you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Look, you're very much a guy who works hard, plays even harder. How's the rest been? How's the holiday been?
I never play harder than I work. Trust me on that one. Don't believe what I show on social media. That's what I'm gonna leave you with.
All I'm gonna say is, look, you've well earned your rest there. How long does it take you to have that rest, and then when does that itch come back in to get back into the ring?
Who said it left? No, I'm joking. I've been training, man. Just like others, I've been back in England. I had a 2-week break, or should I say, out of England, in Dominican Republic. Fantastic sunshine, mocktails. People were trying to get me to have cocktails, but I'm like, nah. Actually, I had one. I had one cocktail. I was loose for the whole day. What else did I do out there? Eating, loads of like nice restaurants, eating on the beach. That's a bit of me, man. A bit of tropical vibes.
Tropical vibes indeed. But look, I'm hearing that you might be coming back into the ring soon. I'm hearing a rumour of an opponent. Is it true? Are you back in the ring soon?
Hopefully. I'll be in the ring ASAP. I don't know about any rumours of opponents. As of yet, you might know more than me. But that's probably because I don't really care. I've never really been the one to be like, I want to know who I'm fighting. I'm like, I want to know about the negotiations. I don't care who the person is. I want to know about the negotiations, where it is, how it's going, etc. Because I've shown I'll fight anybody that makes sense.
Let's rewind then. You gave one of the best post-fight interviews I've ever seen with BT Sports. It's a really good reflection on the fight. Just firmly settled on that fight now. It seems like it's a cliched phrase, but your stock has rose incredibly after the fight with Beterbiev. Is that the way you feel?
Yeah, I've seen it. I can feel it. It's very noticeable. I think even his stock has risen. His stock rose as well because that fight was such a good fight. People that didn't know about him were just thought I was fighting a random guy. I'll be honest with you. So this is how boxing goes. In maybe around London, yeah, I see people, when I'm going out and about and I see people, they're like, oh, that guy was good, innit, bro? I'm like, you don't even know who he was. People genuinely, that's what I'm saying about boxing. They only see a fight and who won? How did the fight go? They just see it as like, I had a good, tough fight, that guy was tough, the guy come out on top. They don't know who he was. He's extensive amateur career, what he's done in the professional ranks. Some people were saying to me, when I see your fight, when I saw his record, I said, that's a madness. And I'm laughing because that's why when I turned professional, this was all on my mind. I can only turn professional when I genuinely don't care is the wrong word, but I can separate the opinions of people because some people don't know. A lot of people don't know about boxing. The late, great Roger Mayweather said it. Most people don't know shit about boxing. And that is a famous quote because it's so true. It's so true.
Where does your confidence stand right now? You've always been a supremely confident fighter and you backed that up with the fights that you've had. But off of the back of that fight, where does that stand right now?
My confidence is super high. It's always been high. The reason why is because I know what I'm capable of. I know my skill set. And with me, I'll be honest with you, I think I showed early in that fight, I was showing a bit more of my skill set. And then there comes a time in the fight where something starts changing and you got to adapt. It's the adapting. A lot of these fighters have a long time to get their niche in terms of adapting. But even Floyd, he became a master at adapting because he had so much experience doing it. And the amateurs, again, he came up short. He won that fight really, but he learned so much from that experience. Even in, you can't really compare it to sparring because it's under the lights. You know, there's so much riding on it. But you've seen in people's careers where they've come out on top, but there was loads of learning curves. Consider a fight. Loads of people saying Floyd lost that fight. I don't think he lost the fight, but that was a learning curve. So you saw the second fight, how he adapted. And again, same for me. My first Linden Alpha fight, yeah, it was a different environment. No one was there, it was quiet, it was like a sparring match. But the second one, you saw how I adapted. You know what I'm saying? So it's about the time spent in the ring. That's for me the main thing. I don't need it, but If I had more time in the ring, jeez. These guys don't stand a chance, man.
Speaking of time in the ring, look, you said I might know a little bit more than maybe you do, but the rumour is Joe Smith Jr. Very good fighting prospect if it does happen. Is it on the table, and what do you make of Joe Smith Jr. as a fighter?
You know what? I like Joe Smith Jr., former WBC champion. That don't come easily. I have heard his name floating around. Frank's mentioned his name. It is a potential fight. I think all fights are a potential fight. You know, you got, I don't want to really name drop, but you got England's thriving right now. You got Joshua Rumours, you got Dan Aziz, you got Craig Richards. Dan Aziz and Craig Richards are my boys. Again, like we're good. We talk. We don't talk all the time, but we talk. I'm always rooting for them when they fight. I'm sure they're rooting for me when I'm fighting. There's a lot of respect there, and it's like it's so nice for me to see two boys from South, one boy from East London, former stable mates, and we're all in the top 10 in the world. That's a madness.
But you want to see them fight as well?
Of course, I want to see them all fight each other. Like you get what I'm saying? I want to be involved in them fights when their fights are right. I think someone like Dan Aziz, he's in that position where he's building very fast. Joshua Rumours, again, he's built very fast. And again, myself, I see myself as the best of the bunch. They will obviously say the same thing. That's what makes it so competitive. But it's like, it's friendly, aggressive competition.
Does Joshua Rumours' move to boxer make the fight more likelier in terms of cross-promotion, making that deal? Like when that fight is on the table, is it more likely now because he's moved? I
don't know. Again, it's all to do with negotiation. Terms, etc. From what I'm hearing, when he left Eddie Hearn, he had a meeting with Frank. Frank said, we'll guarantee you the Anthony Yarde fight, etc. But I can't talk in that because I wasn't in the room. I can't talk in that because I don't know how it all got left. I don't know what boxer offered him. I don't know. I don't really care. It's not my business. I don't really get involved in another man's business. When the time's right, the fight will happen.
What you're saying is you're at the table, though. You're there.
Of course. I've always been at the table for anybody. I've shown it that people can't ever try and question me. Don't ever question me. I've shown it. I didn't take no step aside money for Kovalev. I went out to Russia. I fought Kovalev in Russia. There's no fear bone in my body. I don't care. If it's right, let's fight. I fought Arthur Baturiev in England. I don't care, G. You know what I'm saying? It proves in the pudding. I've proven myself. I'm not saying anything about anyone else. I'm only talking about myself here. But again, if the fight's right, if it's right, we'll fight. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Got to get your perspective on it. It looks like Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith will lock horns. You've been in the ring with one of the men. How do you feel Callum Smith's prospects are of beating Artur Beterbiev?
I don't know yet because again, we don't know how he is going to be after his fight with me. I'll just be honest with you. I watched the fight as a fan. It's such an exciting fight. I took something out of Beterbiev. People might not agree. Some people might agree. People will say, oh yeah, he's getting on the age or whatever. He wasn't getting on the age when he whacked out Joe Smith Jr. in under 3 rounds.
Does that annoy you, those comments?
No, because I understand boxing. I understand people's mindsets, how people talk, how people are. If you look into the history of boxing, you go into Mike Tyson's career, Rocky Marciano's career, all these guys before me, Sugar Ray Leonard, there was times in their career where everyone had opinions. Even Anthony Joshua right now, people sometimes say things and I'm like, put my glass on, he's all right. Have you seen, do you know what this man's accomplished with such a short, he had a short amateur career as well. I know he had a lot more than me, but it's all very short. It's a lot of it's come off of mentality and people switch very quickly. I remember knowing people personally. Oh, Anthony Joshua. And then now they're like, F him, man. Nah, man, he ain't got no. What happened to the support thing, bro? Or some people, when he was winning, they wanted him to lose. But then now he's, took some losses and people are saying he's not looking as good as he used to. People are like, oh, come on, man, Joshua needs to get back up, man. And that's why I'm like, you, man, I can't even have this conversation because you, man, ain't built like me, bro. I'm just like, if I'm with someone, I'm with someone. If I'm like Arsenal. When Arsenal were going through their shit, I was there. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not no bandwagon brother. So, yeah, everyone's different, man.
Speaking of wild things that are being said, there's like rumours floating around online about Anthony Joshua saying that maybe he's I gotta stress, rumours alleged that he's failed a PED test. This is to say about the wild things that are being said right now about fighters.
What happened to him?
apparently people online are saying that he's failed a PED test. Again, a legend and all rumours, but this is a service to saying what you say about wild things. Yeah, being online.
Performance drugs. But yeah, I just hope that's not true though, because again, it's been mad recently. Recently, it's been mad in the sport. Again, I don't really like to talk on these kind of things because I'm not in the room. And if it's false allegations, I feel bad for the fighters because that's the worst thing to be said about you. If it's true allegations, then F them. That's my mentality. F you. If you're taking PEDs, cheating, it's. Can I say it on the channel?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck you. Because I'm in the sport pure. I'm in the sport working my ass off. Like, so I was one of the people when I was listening to Floyd saying, "If you're the best, take the test." If you're the best, take the test. I was like, yeah, make them take the test, man, because it's a brutal sport. You can kill someone in the boxing ring. It's not a joke. Even after I fought the fight, when I fought Kovalev, he got stopped by Canelo. His comeback fight, he got found for drugs. I ain't gonna say nothing, but do you get what I'm saying? All them things, they upset me. Because it's people's careers, people's lives you're playing with. So, again, I hope not. But a lot's come out recently about this thing, and they need to do something. These officials need to just be, get in there, start testing our hair and all them kind of things that we can find it 10 months in advance. I don't even know if that's true, but yeah, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be speaking to you without the influence of Amir Khan, so it was very disappointing and shocking to hear about Amir Khan thing. Did you share that same kind of shock when that came out?
Again, I don't talk on things I don't know, because again, I heard something yesterday saying it was such a small amount, it could be found in an energy drink. So there's so much speculation that come out, but I can't think, because of his attitude towards it, he's like, I'm retired now. People are like, oh, you cheated, but I won't talk on something I don't know.
Okay.
I know Amir Khan. I hope he didn't, because I'll say the same thing to him, fuck you. But I just hope it's one of the things where it's not true, or it was an energy drink and they can prove it was an energy drink. One that's on the shelves in the shop, Tesco's. But yeah, man, it's one of the things I hope. I just want the clean sport, man.
I hear you. I want to get your thoughts on a couple of final things. You always love watching big fights, entertaining fights. I see you again in social media hooping and hollering at the big fights. Joyce versus Zhang, a very good fighting prospect. What do you think happens?
Right now, Joyce, he's a wrecking ball. He's a machine. But this guy, Big Bang, ain't no joke. A lot of people are saying, why this fight? You're like, why? Even me, I said, well, why this fight? Do you get what I'm saying? You're literally in that little circle. I said that about the Parker fight. Why that fight? Like, you're there. I don't know.
What about Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia?
Excellent fight. I've been watching the build up, the all accesses. I haven't been entertained by all access for a while, but I'm very excited for this fight.
Bringing it back to, look, we're very much big Dragon Ball Z fans. If you were to compare yourself, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Instinct, all that, where are you right now?
Of course I'm Ultra Instinct. I'm Whis. I'm Goku, but in Whis form. That's the kind of power I got. Brody's attacking me, I'm doing this. Oh, you man. Someone come and help this guy. So that's me.
Anthony Yarde, pleasure speaking to you once again. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring. All the best. Can't wait.
Cheers, brother.